Hello, multiplayer enthusiasts. This is the outfit once again. We're exploring even more of the game's 12 maps right down to the 11th. But in this episode we are doing Push Too Far. When you feel like you're being pushed one way or the other, you should let your opponent know, hey buddy, you're gonna push me, I'm gonna push you back.
So what is the map that we don't end up doing then?
I can't, I mean, if we go back to the map screen, I might remember. Maybe I'll add a little mystery so that our viewers will watch and see if their map of choice actually makes it to the channel.
Outnumbered, relying on their high ground advantage, do the Germans have any chance of surviving the impending Allied attack? Sergeant Noseworthy doesn't think so. His 3 years of training are about to be put to the test.
Who the hell is Sergeant Noseworthy?
You cannot resist.
Now that you said it out loud, it's a smartass in the battalion.
Noseworthy. Eyes crying. Now, in this particular map, the Germans have the advantage of a motor pool and an armory at the onset. Now, just looking at this map, I'm getting the distinct impression of Sarge's Heroes from N64.
Look, the Iron Man games are lauded as being extremely fun to play through, but, like, I've only played the first 10 minutes of one on the PC, and it was effectively just the tutorial. And even then, I couldn't get myself wrapped up in that fantasy. I just couldn't do it.
What usually killed it for me was the second campaign level when you realize, oh, I'm not a soldier that's life-size, killing other life-size soldiers. I'm just a toy. And I'm so small, I can fit inside a 10-year-old's bathtub.
So, no, we're still doing King of the Hill stuff. Okay.
Yep, strategic victory win condition. You would think that the Germans would have a distinct advantage here because they already start with a motor pool, and depending on how many field units you start off with, we started with 1,000 for a quick start, you can go immediately into a tank and start taking control of the game.
So do you have any significant refutations of such an assessment?
Well, I can't remember exactly who's playing as the Germans. I would think that it is Mike once again. He seems to be taking it easy on me. You know, let's keep it fun. Let's keep it casual, gentlemen. No need to put the controller upside your opponent's head.
I don't know, Mike's. Are we sure that Mike is player 2? Because it doesn't really seem like his kind of play style. Although if he's player 1, then that would mean that he's having a bit more trouble with the. Yeah, it looks like one of you thought that this was actually destruction and not strategic victory.
No, it's strategic victory, all right. I just wanted to be funny. See, you can tell it's me because I love running over fences. Oh God, my hair is on fire. My hair is on fire. My hair is on fire. Yeah, I am definitely player 1.
Okay.
that looks like something I would do. He has stepped out of his vehicle.
Ouch!
With our cannon, we are going to ram heavy artillery shells right up his bunghole. Come on, take out the... Oh, that's why the Germans start off with the extra stuff, is because the Americans can take out the headquarters and put dents in the command points. It's doing this thing again.
Yeah, mind you, taking out their central HQ doesn't really do all that much to them, because although it is a bleed, it's not a significant enough bleed to be worth spending all this time on. Especially if you're just trying to do it with the goddamn flamethrower. It's a bit more effective than it's supposed to be, especially since the flamethrower is actually supposed to be anti-infantry. But like.
Spawn a Calliope. Surely this will have a dramatic effect on the game. Everybody loves Calliopes.
It's behind you and you're not getting into it. And okay, there we go.
Get it. So the whole take out German HQ, put dents in their command points, that's something you want to do late game. Early game, what you want to do is to gain control of the hilltops in this King of the Hill style. But we didn't do that. Oh, Jesus Christ. Hey, how come when you spawn a Calliope, you have the endurance of a god, but when I have Calliope, I go down like I was made of tissue paper?
Because you sat on the edge of a cliff for a good minute, allowing his cannons that he's already set up to, blast you multiple times.
Yeah. It's not that it happens all the time, it just feels like it happens all the time because I lost. Don't get too close to your Molotov cocktails. Oh, you're gonna take me out of the game. I'm gonna take you out of the game, mister. Boom. I'm taking your frat party house and turning it into a pile of crap. Don't hijack the car.
Although you certainly hijacked the car on accident, yeah, you're not supposed to do that, Mr. Cloud.
Okay, well let me correct my statement. That was not a hijack. The player had evacuated the vehicle before I took control of the car. That's different.
Okay.
And I see that fire damage with its fire over time capability actually finished destroying the HQ after I had started setting it ablaze. Unfortunately
but
for
you're
the
still
Americans,
20 points behind.
21 counting. Unfortunately for the Americans, it's good that you put a dent in your opponent's lead. There are two problems. One, he still has the lead, and two, he has control of all three of the command points. You gotta get at least one of those to stay in the game. Time to get out. Just in time. Try that again.
So those are Panzer cannons.
Sure are big mosquitoes in France. Come on, get up close. Yeah. See, I can disable your men too, because they don't know how to act when I get too close.
So which of the tanks is actually the heaviest? Because the Calliope has got more or less a medium amount of durability.
That would have to be the German Panther.
Well, I mean on the American side.
Well, the Calliope would have the most armor, I think.
You sure? Because it feels as though the Crocodile is actually heavier than the Calliope.
It's hard to determine in a game that uses more relative approximate damage values versus giving you actual numbers to work with. We have health bars in this game, but you don't know what constitutes a full health bar against another full health bar if they're both showing the same amount of health.
Right.
See, I can have full health in a Jeep, but that doesn't mean that I can take a cannon shot. A tank can take a cannon shot. Yeah, I would think the Calliope has the most armor. Now, does it have more armor than the German Panther? That I don't know. I think the German Panther actually does have more armor than the Calliope.
Okay.
Player 2 drowned. Okay.
And there.
Quit screwing around. You think that's funny? You're trying to roll over a Jeep, because if it does, you're going to have to get a jack and put it back upright. Let's cut the crap, gentlemen. Get your magic treasure chest and get your shit together.
But you're not actually spending your magic treasure chest points, Mr. Cloud.
Oh, I gotta get a motor pool, so help me God. Okay, now get back in your Jeep.
Or was it really worth leaving the Jeep just to pick up the crate?
So player 1 has it. Yes, it was. Because it would have taken me longer to turn the Jeep around and get it in position. So player 1 has a wonderful opportunity here, but instead he's squandering that opportunity by not getting vehicles. He's making emplacements, which is decidedly a strategic error when you're already down. See, if only I had realized these things while I was recording. Hell, even before I was recording so I could practice it. Nope. In this recording, Past Cloud is sincerely hell-bent on just making as many emplacements as possible. This is an error because you don't have the lead. you don't have armor, and your opponent largely has control of the board right now.
No more field unit points for Mike.
That way. There's a motor pool that way. I want
You can't
things.
climb that wall, Mr. Past Cloud.
Nah, I can't. I gotta take a route. I do kind of like this map that that some slopes are intraversable.
A majority of the slopes are intraversable. Everything is protected by two-way ramps.
Yep, and with that cannon purchase, now I can no longer afford to buy a tank unless I get another field unit chest. Sucks to be me. It especially sucks because I just got blown to
You're
pieces.
80 points down. This game is over.
Yeah, this game's pretty much over at this point. So what did we learn?
We learned that Past Cloud does not have the ability to prioritize staying alive in strategic objective modes.
Gotta get the chest, gotta get the chest, gotta get the chest, gotta get the chest. Chest get. I got points. Look at me. I got points.
Yeah, now how are you going to spend them? Past Cloud, how are you going to spend your points?
I can buy a cannon.
You can buy cannons, but are you actually going to buy cannons?
No, I'm just gonna die. Dang it. He clipped into the monument. Now I only have one spawn point.
Oh, and now you decide to buy a half-track wagon.
It's a little too late there. Gonna be riding home to your babe.
And you didn't even take down Mike with your half-track. Ugh.
Say, sorry, honey. We may have won the war, but I had some rather embarrassing battles on the way.
In the next episode, we'll continue on with yet more multiplayer content.
Oh, yeah. Multiplayer is fun. As long as you can turn that brain on and learn on your feet. The only way to hang in this game.